After the last Phobias Dragons episode, I thought it'd be quite fun to do some more, so taking 3 more phobias, we're going to turn them into dragons. Let's bring these illustrations to life. Hey Erronfold, well, since I heard about you telling scary stories about dragons made from fears that people have, I heard some of them were pretty cool dragons. But there are a few silly ones, weren't there? I mean, one was made from a fear of baked beans? What's with that? It's not real, is it?
Well now kid, fancy seeing you here. If you want to know more, how about you buy Ol Erronfold a drink? And I'll tell you a few more of the strange and bizarre dragons, created from fears people have in this strange and cruel world. Perhaps I should start with a fear that some have of something that's all too common in this world. In fact, in any world, dare I say. This is a fear of something despite terrifying them, that all things need in order to survive. Well, more than survive, in order to live. Any ideas of what this fear could be of?
This is a trick, isn't it? You're joking with me. I mean, what could it be? Sunlight? The air? I mean, seriously, what is there that matches this description?
Ah, well, kiddo, those be some amusing guesses. Though they all be wrong. The answer is as fresh as a daisy, one might say. It's none other than the fear that goes by the name of Botanophobia, or rather, the fear of plants.
The fear of plants? Are you serious? Come on, Erronfold. You seriously have to be joking. This isn't real, is it?
Well, I'm not too sure about your world, kiddo. But where I come from, there be many a beastie that are plant creatures, or part plants, so this fear is one that good old Erronfold has seen many adventure fall prey to. This one is no different. 'Tis a creature that is a dragon, but is a pure plant beast. And this one is perfect to terrorize those who fear of plants. It can extend vines with flowers on them out of its body to creep through the cracks and gaps of an enclosure or cave, sneaking up like a slithering snake to its target and chasing them out into an open area. An area where this dragon has set up a trap to feed on the full fear of its prey, that will be paralyzed until unable to escape the clutches of this wretched beast. You see, this beastie opens its tail and lets the prey run into the tunnel made from it. This tunnel looks nothing like plant nor fauna. As soon as its prey is inside its tail, the entrance closes up on the poor unfortunate soul, slowly being digested by this creature, until it is finished and spits out the bones of the devoured morsel. This creature, although it be a plant, is also a dragon, and strangely enough, it's able to breathe fire. However, in terms of being immune to fire, it is only its own flame, and the flames of a certain temperature this beast is resilient to. If the fire is hot enough, and it's not produced by this creature itself, this wretched beast will burn until it puts the flame out. But this is not the end of this one. Oh no, kid. Just a much more scarier surprise in store. Unless this beast is burned to the core, it can sprout a new version just as powerful and deadly. I guess being a plant, this beast has the ability to regenerate. But if you're not scared of the beast, it can be dealt with. However, it is a troublesome one, I can assure you.
Fair enough. And you know what? Giving credit where it's due, I didn't think about the fact that there are plant-like or based creatures in your world, let alone the fact that there are species of plants that eat animals in mine as well. I admit I might have jumped the gun there a bit, but I guess that wasn't scary because I don't have a fear of plants. If I came across one or enough plant creatures that wanted to eat me, I might develop a bit of a phobia too. Anyway, what's next?
Well, kid, I think I have to say that's a bit of a natural reaction to this. But I also have to say this next one is more stranger and on the bizarre side. In fact, this one might leave you in a bit of a sticky situation, or leave you stuck in your tracks. This is a phobia of something rather useful and perhaps one of the best inventions any man has made. It is something that's been said to be a bit hoarse. Have you figured it out yet? How about I tell you the name of this fear? It goes by 2 names. Colophobia, or the one that might give it away, Glutinumphobia.
What? The fear of gluten? The fear of gluttons? I know it's going to be an obvious one from the name, but which one of those is it?
Afraid not, kid. It is a fear of glue. And let me tell you, this is a creature that this type of fear is perhaps one of the strangest and craziest looking creatures that you can imagine. You see, most of this beastie that you come across are either solid or in another state like liquid or ghost-like. Whereas this beast that I call the Gluty Drake is one that is a constant changing state. Mostly solid if one can pierce deep enough. It's coated in a rather thick and sticky layer of, well, glue. For those who aren't afraid of glue, this creature has a number of abilities making it quite troublesome and a foul creature at that. Able to absorb the impact from attacks, while having solid plates of hardened glue that can withstand a strong impact or even reflect some magical attacks at that.
That sounds kind of annoying. How would you deal with something like that?
Aye, laddie. Though I still haven't finished about what this creature can do. It is a fine defense, but this creature can also turn into a pool of glue to hide or sneak through small places, as well as leave sticky traps around the place. These traps are often super thin and transparent, but also able to stop a mammoth in its tracks the instant it steps into it. The gluty drake can also turn near invisible by altering its body to become thin and transparent like glue can be. It is a fine beast to battle. Your wits and your skills, tested to the limits they be, though this dragon is one that'll leave many a venture meeting a sticky end.
That was a strange and a disgusting dragon made from fear, but I guess it was to be expected. But that one was a bit more on the grosser side, although I am interested in what the next one is. Fear of spiders? Dolls? Needles? Which one?
Well, seeing as you seem to have listed a few, I think I should pick one that hasn't been listed, just to keep things interesting for you. And the next one is a rather unique beast, one that is oh so bittersweet. This one is based on a fear as Loukoumaphobia.
Loukuma what now?
Well, we can get into what this fear is a bit later, lad. For now, let good Ol Erronfold tell you a bit more about this beastie. Just one that's a rather unique physique, or a rather colourful one at that. Although this is more like a wingless dragon, it is a species of dragon to say the least. This dragon has 6 limbs and a split tail. This one looks rather delicious to those who do not have this fear. But just to be clear, this is a deadly creature by nature, and one that you shouldn't take lightly despite its looks. This beast will lure those who aren't afraid into a false sense of safety, before striking with the same attack as those who are afraid. You see, when this wretched monster is resting, it looks like a giant, delicious donut.
A donut? Seriously? You're telling me this creature looks like a donut? I mean, come on, Erronfold. This one, you have to be having a laugh. I mean, last time it was a baked bean dragon. This time it's a donut? You hungry or something?
What you on about, kid? This creature is real, and I can assure you, donuts be what it looks like. Truer words never be spoken. On its back, it has a large donut shape, and its arms and feet have donuts all the way up them. 2 small donuts on the tip of its tail to dangle and scare its prey. Its body looks like it's covered in those sprinkle things with a pattern that looks like the glazing you find on some of these tasty treats. Either way, it is a rather tasty beast if you can take a bite out of it. This one tastes as good as it looks. Har.
What did you guys think of this part 2 of Phobias of Dragons? Had a lot of fun bringing these 3 fears to life, and I thought we've got a few interesting ones. If you've got any more ideas for what phobias we can use, let me know in the comments below. We had some awesome suggestions last time, and this might develop into a series on the channel, so that's going to be quite fun. Monday is the community redraw, where I'm going to take some of your submissions and I'm going to bring them to life in a rather fun and unique way to celebrate Halloween. Also, next week, we will be continuing the live stream of turning Ripjaws into a kaiju. If you haven't seen part 1, check that out. I'll put a link on screen somewhere and a link in the description below. But we'll be finishing that off, possibly on Wednesday, but there'll be more details in Monday's video. Anyway, stay safe everybody. Catch you next time.